For you, and then Chaplain Logan Augustine will have our pastoral care segment. I want to take a minute and thank everyone who was out yesterday for the ribbon cutting for the Tower Green. Turned out to be a really nice place, and I hope it's a space that you've been out and enjoyed, or will get out and enjoy. It's a gorgeous place and a very nice addition to the community. So I hope you'll get out and take advantage of that. Take a few minutes here and talk about the COVID situation before I have a couple of quick announcements after that. But if you haven't been watching the news, globally, COVID-19 now has, we've had over 18 million cases across the whole planet with nearly 700,000 deaths. In the US, we're at 4.65 million cases and 154,000 deaths. And here in the Commonwealth of Virginia, we're at 94,251 cases. That's an increase of 1,145. Had 1,164,000 individuals tested. That's 13,000 new. Positivity rate for Virginia is at 7.2% and pretty much flat over the last couple of weeks. Henrico is at 6% and flat. Chesterfield, 8.1%, trending upward slightly, as Richmond's also at 6.7 and also slightly trending up. But we're kind of seeing up for a few days, down for a few days. But Chesterfield and Richmond have been up now for the better part of about a week and a half. Other areas around the Commonwealth that you might be interested in: Alexandria is at 5.5, Fairfax 5.6, Loudoun 5.1. Really that whole Northern Virginia is right at around 5, been hovering right around 5. Charlottesville's at 6, down from where it was a few weeks ago. And then Roanoke's at 4.7. I mean, they've been in the 4 to 5 range all along. And then Chesapeake is at 13.6, one of the higher health districts. And Virginia Beach is at 10.2. And both of those look like they've peaked and they're headed back down. For also here in Virginia, we've had a little over 8,000 people have been hospitalized. Currently, there's 1,255 individuals in the hospital. That's an increase of 50. And we've had 2,224 deaths. Now, talking about the situation here on campus. So a quick update on the residents who have been moved to the COVID-19 positive unit. I'm really pleased to say that today our third resident has moved back to her Parsons Health Center room after receiving her second negative test result, and this resident continues to improve each day. You'll recall this is the resident from Parsons Health Care, second floor, who was pretty sick with symptoms, and we had definitely been worried about her a couple of weeks ago. And so thank you for your prayers on her behalf, because she's definitely turned the corner, has tested negative, and is continuing to improve. And so our one remaining COVID-19 positive resident still resides in that positive unit. He is improved and getting stronger each day with therapy, and we're hopeful that he will test negative in the test that was done yesterday. We're hoping for a negative result so we can get him back to his room as well. Last week, all the PHC staff and all the residents of Parsons Health Center were tested again, and everyone got a negative result except for the one remaining positive COVID-19 resident that I just mentioned. Everybody else got a negative result, so that's really good news. Additionally, of our employees who have tested positive previously, they all continue to improve and recover. We have 5 staff members who remain off campus in quarantine, awaiting their negative test results so that they can come back to work. And additionally, we have 4 staff who are out awaiting test results due to having some symptoms. So that's pretty good. Compared to where we've been, that's an improvement from a few weeks ago when we had, the numbers were closer to 14 or 15 staff members that were out. Now we're down to 8 or 9, so that's a good thing. Last Friday, you got a memo, you should have gotten a memo from us because we learned that a CNA in our Avalon assisted living area has tested positive after being around a friend who also got the virus. That CNA had worked on all the floors in Avalon over the course of the preceding 4 or 5 days. And so out of an abundance of caution, we went ahead and we put all floors of Avalon and all the residents in Avalon in quarantine until next Tuesday. So a week from today, that quarantine period will end. Staff in Avalon are keeping a very close eye on all the residents and will test anyone in Avalon who shows any signs or symptoms of illness. All right, so now for a little bit more about our next steps plan to reopen Westminster Canterbury Richmond. Beginning Monday, August 17th, residents may begin to invite their outside contractors and personal employees into their homes and apartments in independent living. If you'd like to take advantage of this program, please contact Resident Services at extension 6082 for more information on the requirements to allow that to happen. This includes those of you who may want to help with additional housekeeping or personal repair work or personal business assistance. You will be required to sign a form through Resident Services that gives us permission to allow those individuals onto campus and into the community, and we're going to ask you to sign an acknowledgement form that this individual that you're bringing in is your employee and you're responsible and accountable for their actions while they're while they're in the community. These resident contractors are expected to stay out of the public areas as much as possible, and we're going to require them to wear a mask at all times. They must go through our screening process, much like other contractors that are on campus, and they will receive a wristband that demonstrates that they've been through our screening process. These instructions will be shared with those of you who take advantage of this program through Resident Services. So again, if you have someone you want to bring back into your home, please call 6082 and the Resident Services staff will help you with that. Please remember there are risks involved when you invite visitors or outside employees into your home. We're not recommending it, but we know that there are a number of you who are looking forward to it, and so we're going to ask you to take all the appropriate precautions to protect yourself and your neighbors and the person you're bringing into your home. And this protection includes making sure that you disinfect your space after your outside guests leave. You'll need to continue to wear your masks and maintain your distance from these visitors while they're in your homes. And then we really just want to make sure we move forward slowly and that we stay safe, keep everyone safe. So contact Resident Services if you're interested. Also, as a reminder from what we said last week, on Thursday of this week, family visitors of independent living residents may begin to visit in your independent living apartment or in your independent living home on a limited basis. These visitations are on Thursdays through Sundays, Thursdays, Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays. Visitors are asked to arrive between 10 a.m. and 3 p.m., and anyone coming in later, we're not going to be able to get them screened and allow them into the community. So schedule accordingly. These visitors will come to the gate. The gatehouse is going to direct them to park near the Center for Creative Living porte-cochere, come into the building, get screened, and then they can drive to the door near your apartment or home. And they will also need to get a wristband that shows us that they've been through the screening prior to going to your home. And we're going to ask everyone to be off campus again by 8 p.m. Lastly, a reminder, if you have visitors come visit you in your home, we're not going to allow those visitors in our dining room or in any of the common spaces at this time. One last announcement, and this is something Kathleen Pender asked me to share, is that Bartlett Tree Service will be on site tomorrow to do some limited storm cleanup. We have a fallen tree or two on the nature trail, and we have some dead wood cleanup that they're going to do, and they're going to remove a dead tree near one of the glebe homes. So when you see them here tomorrow, that's what that's about. That's it for me. Thank you very much. Next up is Logan with Pastoral Care.
Good afternoon. Thank you for joining us for our update today. I have a poem to read to you this afternoon. It's by James Dillett Freeman. He is a poet and a minister. The poem is written as if God is speaking directly to us. It brings me a lot of comfort, and I hope that it's helpful to you as well. He writes, "Do you need me? I am there. You cannot see me, yet I am the light you see by. You cannot hear me, yet I speak through your voice. You cannot feel me, yet I am the power at work in your hands. I am at work, though you do not understand my ways. I am at work, though you do not recognize my works. Only in absolute stillness, beyond self, can you know me as I am, and then but as feeling and as faith. Yet I am there, yet I am here, yet I answer. When you need me, I am there. Even if you deny me, I am there. Even when you feel most alone, I am there. Even in your fears, I am there. Even in your pain, I am there. I am there when you pray and when you do not pray. Though your faith in me is unsure, my faith in you never wavers. Because I know you, because I love you. Beloved, I am there." Let us pray. Loving God, thank you for being ever present with us. You are there with us as we shout in joy from the mountaintops, and you are there with us amidst unsettling storms. While our faith may waver, our vision for the future may be uncertain, and the storm may toss us around, leaving us feeling disoriented and overwhelmed. Help us to know that you are our hope. Whatever may be going on in our lives and in this world, may we pause to turn to you, knowing that you are there, welcoming us and loving us in all of our brokenness and beauty. Thank you for loving us and for giving us the grace to meet each new day. To you we give thanks and glory. Amen. We'll see you on Thursday at 3 o'clock for our next update.